How can I understand lease agreement legal jargon? Imagine signing a lease and feeling like you are reading a foreign language. Legal words can seem confusing, but understanding them is easier than you think. When it comes to lease agreements, especially for commercial spaces, knowing what the words mean helps you protect your business. Start by breaking down the lease into its main parts. Look for the property description, which tells you exactly what you are renting. It includes the address, size in square feet, and if there are shared areas like parking lots or storage. Next, identify the parties involved. The landlord is called the lessor, and the business or person renting is the lessee. Knowing these terms helps you follow the contract better. Check the lease term, which states when the lease begins and ends. It might also include options to renew or conditions for ending early. This part is important because it affects your planning. Then, focus on the financial terms. Find the base rent, which is the fixed amount you pay each month. See if rent includes utilities or if you must pay for electricity, water, and taxes separately. Look for rent escalation clauses that explain how and when your rent might increase, often yearly or tied to inflation indexes. Also, note the security deposit amount and what conditions must be met for its return. Next, review clauses about how you can use the space. The use clause specifies what activities are allowed. A narrow use clause might limit your business, while a broad one gives more flexibility. The exclusive use clause can prevent the landlord from renting nearby spaces to your competitors, protecting your market. Pay attention to maintenance and repair responsibilities. The lease should specify if you or the landlord are responsible for fixing HVAC systems, plumbing, or general upkeep. This impacts your costs and liabilities. Also, check signage rights, which tell you where and how you can display your business signs for visibility. Look at transfer rights. Sublease and assignment clauses determine if you can rent out part of the space or transfer your lease to another business. These options can be helpful if your needs change, but landlords often restrict them. Understand tenant protections like the right to quiet enjoyment, which means you can use the space without interference. Landlords may also have disclosure obligations, such as informing you about hazards or compliance with laws like the Americans with Disabilities Act. Lease agreements should also include good faith and fair dealing clauses, meaning both parties must act honestly and fairly. Familiarize yourself with common legal terms. For example, a gross lease includes some operating expenses in the rent, while a net lease makes you pay additional costs like taxes and insurance. An anchor tenant is a major business that attracts customers to a shopping center. The condition of the space, whether it is move-in ready or requires extensive build-out, is described as vanilla shell or cold dark shell. To better understand the language, read the lease carefully, highlighting unfamiliar words. Use a glossary of lease terms to decode confusing jargon. It's wise to consult a business law attorney experienced in commercial leases. They can explain tricky clauses and help you negotiate terms that protect your business. Focus on provisions that impact your costs, flexibility, and legal rights. By taking a step-by-step approach and asking questions, you can make sense of the legal language in lease agreements. This knowledge helps you make smarter decisions and ensures your lease supports your business goals.